Finding answers about missing people. Now at 6 o'clock, something new planned for the Missing Indigenous Women's and Peoples Task Force, a cold case unit. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday evening. I'm Madeline Hagan.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Well, at least 139 Indigenous people are missing in the state of Washington, and nearly a third disappeared on the Yakima Reservation. Plus, even more cases dating back decades that remain unsolved.
KVU's Emily Goodell tells us a new bill in the state legislature is working to change that.
It's been 4 years since Rosenda Strong went missing from Legends Casino in Toppenish, and 3 years since her remains were found in a freezer abandoned at a dump site off of Highway 97. And her sister, Sissy Reyes, has no idea where investigators are at with Rosenda's case.
Did they question the person that was last seen with my sister exiting the casino? Did they question any of her friends that were last seen with her, that she left with from my home? We have gotten nothing.
Instead, she looks to Facebook to raise awareness for missing and murdered Indigenous people and maybe get answers.
I feel like that's the only place that's listening. That is the only space people care. And I shouldn't have to go to social media. I should just be able to call law enforcement or the MMIWP task force and get this information.
Annie Forsman Adams with the task force agrees.
Ultimately, we take away their ability to grieve properly when we put them in this position of where they have to advocate for their own justice every step of the way.
That's the purpose of Senate Bill 5137 and Companion House Bill 1177, a bipartisan effort from nearly 50 lawmakers signed on to create an MMIWP cold case unit in the Attorney General's office.
So the bill was just introduced, and we'll be doing committee hearings and those types of things and moving it through the legislative process.
It would have investigators to help local law enforcement agencies lacking in resources to tackle the 130 to 150 unresolved homicide cases with Indigenous victims they've been able to identify so far. Plus, someone to make sure families aren't left in the dark.
The case navigator will really provide that bridge between law enforcement and the family.
The size of the unit depends on how much funding they can get from lawmakers.
If this is important to people, they should let the lawmakers know that it's important to them.
It's definitely important to Reyes.
That's the reality of my hurt and my family's struggle of getting over that we will never see Rosenda again, that we will never talk to her again.
But a cold case unit might be what it takes to get answers and justice. Emily Goodell, KVU, Local News.
Reyes is inviting people to join her at the Wapato Community Center on Valentine's Day to honor those who have been taken from their loved ones and raise awareness of those who remain missing.